we have seen that we have created so far this particular container class, and then we have used all those background colors, those are needed. These are the class names over here. Then we have centrally aligned our container or block into the exact middle part of our browser, as we can see over here. Everything is quite okay and explicable, but as we have told you in our previous tutorial that this is the MX or MY, those being used over here. But in those particular cases, back into that tutorial where I had defined about this horizontal or vertical alignment over here, still this particular class name is unknown. So what is it used for, and up to which extent? For say, if we use here 112, will that work? So let's find it out. As we have seen that all those things are class names over here. So now let's get to official website, and under this particular customization tab, we will be finding this particular spacing over here. This is a list here, and you can see that this is the default spacing scale that has been analyzed over here. So if we use 1, this is the class name. If we use this class name over here, then its size will be 0.25 rem, and in pixels it will be 4 pixels. In the similar fashion, for 2, this will be the spacing over here 0.5 rem, and this will be the size in pixels. In the similar fashion, all we can see over here that all those class names along with the sizes in rem and in pixels, those been defined over here. Like for say, we have used here 6, as we can see here that this is 6 class name that we have used so far. So the padding, it should have been with a spacing of 1.5 rem and with a 24 pixel size in case of pixel dimension units. So if we now get back to our project, and if we now press F12, then we will see, let's select this particular part here, div class container, and you can see that against this PY6, the padding top is assigned to 1.5 rem. Because we had used here 6 as our class name, that is why the padding top is now set to 1.5 rem, and you can see that the exact same thing is been observed over here. If instead of PY6 we had used here PY8, let's get back to their official website, and you can see that if we choose this particular layout of 8, then 2 rem will be the spacing from top and from bottom. We are considering here PY8, there it goes. We are considering here PY8. That means the padding left and padding right, both of them will be discarded because those belong to the horizontal axis, as we have defined earlier that X defines the horizontal axis and Y defines the vertical axis. We are defining here this padding property, so that is why the padding top and padding bottom, it will be leaving a total gap of 2 rem from top and from bottom, from both the end. And this is what will exactly be shown over here. Reload. You can see that this is the result. First of all, close this panel, reload, and then press F12 again. Now if we choose this particular part, containing part, this is the parent holder over here, we can see that padding top is 2 rem and the padding bottom is now set to 2 rem because we have defined the vertical spacing of that particular container. It should be 2 rem or 32 pixels from the top and from the bottom. So that is why this exact thing is being reflected over here. We can see that padding top is now set to 2 rem and the padding bottom is now set to 2 rem.